Good morning, John Sepinen here. I'm going to film a review, or not a review, but just to let you know what my Weatherby 460 Magnum looks like closer up. I did a couple of other films here recently that we did at a distance, but you can't necessarily see what the gun looks like, or when I was looking at it again, the size of the bullets and just what they do. So today I set this up so I could show these things closer, and I got my puppies here. Here's it too, yeah. See? Kiva, eh? Take a look, there you go. Okay, so starting off here, this is my Weatherby Mark V Deluxe 460 Magnum. It weighs 10 pounds. I got it out of Juneau, Alaska from CBA Enterprises. I dealt with a salesperson named Ed. In checking the background of this particular rifle, it was made in 1985, and according to Ed, it was a safe queen. It's got, at this time, I believe, about 5 rounds through it. We put 2 through it, Ed put 1 through it, and the guy that owned it put 2 through it. So it hasn't had anything go through the barrel. Not much. Now, this is a replacement stock on here. It's a Bell & Carlson. Ed sent that along with the rifle. The original is a beautiful wood stock that Weatherby makes, but it had a couple of nicks in it, and it had a piece out of it. So I'm trying to get it, or I was going to fix it myself, but that would have been a real rookie job because it would have been a first time. Instead, it's at Jody Davis's of Davis Gunworks in Lawrence, and I would imagine it's going to come back quite well. Speaking of Jody, I also got these loophole rings from him for my Weatherby. On top here, I just put this scope, and it's just a cheap scope, but I'm going to replace it with a loophole, and it'll be a, let's see here, a 113769 VXR fire dot illuminated. I can't wait to put that on there. Oh, what else can I say about this gun? Well, it weighs 10 pounds, but when we shot it, it felt like it was 1 pound, and the push that, the bullet or the recoil gave was just incredible. Awesome. Now the gun is 48 3/4 inches long. It has a 2+1 capacity, magazine capacity. It has a 28-inch barrel. It's a number 4 contour barrel on it, and 1 in 16 rifling. Now I'm going to show this a little bit closer just so you can see better what it looks like. We're pretty close here, but it only gets part of the rifle. This thing is beautiful. So I'll put it closer so you can see it. And I'll go back and forth. Here we go. Barrel's quite long. And I'll flip it over. Show the backside. Beautiful gun. See the muzzle brake at the end? You need that for sure. Beautiful weapon. Now, I was showing last time, or trying to show, the size of the bullets. Now this is a Weatherby 460 mag of what we shot last couple times, and I was comparing that to a 30-06 180 grainer. This is a Remington here. And then we also were shooting that one day, a 500 Smith & Wesson. So there's a 500 Smith. And I also took down a 357 cartridge compared to that 500 Smith & Wesson. This one here, 1500 feet per second. It's a Hornady critical defense. Tremendous bullet. So is this. It's an HSM, 1400 feet per second, 300 grains. When we shot this, it was like shooting nothing. compared to this. This bullet here is just incredible. Now this 30-06 would probably take down anything that walks on the planet, and it's only 180 grainer, but I think it's 2,700 feet per second on this one. And I looked on a chart just to see what this 30-06 does compared to this 500 grainer 460 mag, and at 100 yards the drop was just about even. It was only until it got out to about 200 yards to where the 500 grain 460 mag dropped maybe an inch and a half more. So this gun here, 200 yards, it'll match a 30-06 or come dang close, but with twice as, sock power when it gets there. Talking about power, it's got 7,500 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. That's 50% more than a .458 Winchester. Let's see, what else do we have here? But in total, I guess that was it for that. I don't know how long this is going to run on my little camera here, but I wanted to show my 500 Smith & Wesson 460, or not 460, 500 mag, Smith & Wesson mag. Now compare that to my Smith & Wesson 340, 357. Now this little one here, it's a 357. This 500 has way more power, but the kickoff of this gun here with those critical defenses is way more than this one. This here soaked up that 1,400 foot-pound or foot per second of that 300 grainer like it was nothing. Not with this little one here, but it'll do the job. And another thing, I think I'm going to take this apart here just to show you this gun, 500 Smith, and I didn't know this when I first bought this. I wanted to take this muzzle brake off the end, so I did. And I'll do it right now while I'm thinking of it. So to unwind it all, because I wanted to get inside and clean this a little better. And you look in there, there's the end of the barrel. You see that? Now watch this. I didn't know this. Scope that out. This is just like a shroud, and I had thought, this was all solid. It kind of bothered me at first that, we just got this here. But when you think of it, you look at this cylinder gap that you got here, that wears out over time. All you have to do is spin this out or spin it in, and you'll always have the correct cylinder gap over here so you aren't spitting lead out the sides. That's what you got to watch for, anybody off to the side, that they are not getting caught with any blast. You get too close, that'll take your finger right off. So all you have to do is spin this one way or the other. And the feeler gauge here, I understand, is anywhere from 4 to 10 1,000ths you got to have as far as a gap. Very easy to do that. So I thought that very interesting on this gun. I could take that barrel out, but I got my gauge, my cylinder gap set, and I don't want to change that again. So we put that back together, and I don't know how many a few people have seen this. The way that does that, you got to go counterclockwise and then put it back in. So let me screw that back on there, and it don't take very long. And then I don't have the tool to crank it down tight. But this gun here is totally sweet. Let's see here. It's a 10.5-inch barrel on this thing. It's got 5 rounds. Fuse clear. Stainless steel. And it weighs darn near 5 pounds. It's 79.3 ounces. It's what's called an X-frame. They started making these at Smith & Wesson in 2003. The total distance from the front to the end here is 18 inches. This gun is sweet. And again, just so you see, 357, nasty gun right here. Well, This is nastier right here. Both nasty. Put that down. Here's my HSMs. Here's my Weatherbys. $26 a box. I don't even want to say what these are. These are expensive. Now, what else do we got here? 99. Oh, I wanted to say something about comparing. Oh, watch your shape. Good girl. Comparing this 460 rifle here. Oh, sweet. Comparing this 460 to a 338 Lapua. Now, the Lapua, of course, is going to, shoot further. But even out to 100 yards, this 460 mag, Weatherby mag, is basically the same as a 338 Lapua that's shooting a 300 grain. So this is shooting a 500 grain compared to a Lapua shooting a 300 grain. Is about the same at 100 yards. At 200 yards, there's an 1.5 inch drop difference between the two. That's where the Lapua starts taking over as far as staying flat, and then the 460 is going down. The coefficient is way better, and that's only because the coefficient on a 338 Lapua is, much better than the coefficient on this 460. And I think I have shown you everything that needs to be shown concerning that shooting that Brother and I did last week. Brother was saying that, I was looking at the video and I couldn't see, the difference between the size of the shell, so that was a purpose here. Plus, couldn't really see the size difference or the size of the 500 Smith & Wesson cannon compared to your hand size and to other gun size. This is a nice revolver. So I guess that's it, eh, pups? So we call it good. Here, can you show yourself? There you are. Yeah, very good. Staffy in my mixer here. Okay, thank you.